Did you miss me?
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I sound like this right now, which is not good, but I sounded twice as bad last week. That's why I didn't have an episode. I was pretty much dying. I don't even know if I'm going to make it through this one without, dying at all. So, it's fine. Whatever. But 2 weeks ago, I released an episode. It had 2 listens since. 2! Well, get them fucking numbers up. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? I missed you. This was supposed to be the questions episode. This episode's going to be pretty short, probably 10-15 minutes. I'll answer the one question that was asked to me, and I'll answer a few random questions I gave to myself. Because, I'm going to release an episode. I don't want you guys forgetting I exist, and I had 2 listens. I'm disappointed in you all. Listen, if you like this, tell a friend, share with a friend, tell your family. Just tell people. Spread it. Share it. Thanks. If I sound like I can't breathe right now, it's because I can't breathe. My nose is all kinds of congested. It's actually like the opposite. It's runny. My nose is very runny. I had my congested spot. I had a lot of coughing. I still have a lot of coughing. I had fevers. I got a tattoo in the middle of it all, and I'm going to get more tattoo on my arm. I'm getting a Kingdom Hearts sleeve for anybody that's curious of what my tattoo is. There you go. There's a question answered. Why am I doing a podcast? Because I'm bored and this is fun. There you go. More questions answered. What's my favorite anime? Inuyasha, because it was the first non-mainstream anime I have watched. I feel like I sound like I'm just a nasally mess. I'm not 100% sure. I hope you hear the clicking. I'm getting to my one real question asked by Mr. Christopher Ober. What's your favorite Madden year and why? A part of me wants to say Madden 09 because it was the last year of Madden without Madden Ultimate Team, aka MUT. But that's just simply not true. I'm going to give you 2 answers. The one is going to be my runner-up, and one's going to be the real response. The runner-up is Madden 12, because it was the Madden that made me fall back in love with it. I use the term love loosely, because I fucking hate it now, but I still play it every damn day. Madden 12 was the last year before they added quote-unquote physics to the game. But the thing about Madden 12 that I loved about the game was that you could absolutely zero out the sliders and players would just play true to their rating. There was no aids and assist in the game. It was just you zeroed out the sliders, you put them all to 0, and players played true to their player ratings. It was just incredible. Because Calvin Johnson would moss almost anybody in the goddamn game, and they had to double team him. It was also the last game where they had a double team feature in coach adjustment, where you would just put down that you wanted to double team Calvin Johnson the entire game, and your team would automatically do it without fucking up. I don't understand how that feature hasn't been in the game in over 10 years, but I'm going to save some of that for my Madden rant video. But my absolute favorite Madden of all time was Madden 06. Simply because the franchise mode was so goddamn deep. There were career-ending injuries, there were season-ending injuries, and you didn't even have to play, you could just sim. And there were so many features within the mode where you would never get bored. They had storylines, they had combine, they had training camp. That wasn't the sad excuse for a training camp they installed back in the game this year. They used to have real drills. A quarterback drill was they had those pitching machines, and you had to stay in the quote unquote pocket. Without, if you left them, you lost the drill, and the pitching machines would shoot balls at you, and you had to dodge them by staying in the pocket. And it was just it helped so much with pocket presence. I take pride in my pocket presence, and it's probably because I did that drill a shit ton back in the day. Another thing was the superstar mode was just fucking incredible. I'm sorry, I sound like a fucking dying Psyduck from Pokemon, but this is what it is. This is probably what I'm going to sound like for a few weeks, because, like, whenever I get sick, I don't get sick often, but whenever I do, like, it just fucks with me forever. But Superstar Mode was incredible back then. It, like, you started off by generating, like, what your parents were, and your mom could be, like, an Olympic sprinter, and your dad could be an ex-pro tight end or something, like, to the point of, like, Hall of Fame quarterback, and, like, to peasants. They could be fucking farmers, you know? Like, there were so many things that you could become, and you had to build your way up through, like, different mansions and shit. Sorry, like, sick brain is kicking in. And you did just, like, play as your player, and, like, you could get in trouble outside of fucking, like, the game. It was just a lot of fun. Madden 06 is just the best Madden of all time, in my humble opinion. And the big difference between back then and now, and this is something I'm going to talk about during the Madden rant, is that Madden 06 had competition. NFL 2K was, like, in business back then. They had to create a good game to get sales. Now they just do whatever the fuck they want because there's no competition whatsoever except for a few arcade games, and who gives a fuck about those? Like, one of the things I don't get is, like, there are people who don't want competition. Like, wrestling's a good example. There are a lot of WWE drones that just fucking want AEW to die. And AEW, yeah, but, like, WWE is putting out the best product they put out in over 10 years. Like, probably over 15 years, because they have competition. And while the numbers don't show it's anything crazy, and, like, the E-drones will be like, it's not competition, it's essentially WCW that's gotta be wiped out soon. Like, that, if it wasn't competition, WWE would still be fucking coasting, and we'd be getting what we were getting before COVID, which was hot trash. Like, I hated wrestling during that time. AEW came about, and I watch AEW more now just because, like, it's more about the wrestling. Yeah, there are entertainment, like, figures, but it's more about the wrestling, and it's just, like, the E-drones, the WWE fans, are just unbearable. And I don't see that as much with AEW, because most people who are AEW fans understand that competition is good. Whenever there's good competition, the winner is the consumer. So that's my big rant on that. And my god, this might be a 10-minute episode, because I'm 8 minutes in, and I'm just like, I haven't spoke this much in the past 2 weeks. 8 minutes, I haven't spoke this much in the past 2 weeks. And I just feel like my brain is just lagging like a fucking 97 Dell computer. So that's pretty fucking awesome, right? I can only imagine, I won't have to imagine much longer, how short this is going to be whenever I go back and edit out all my fucking wheezing and coughing. Because let me tell you, I'm pretty unbearable to listen to. I just didn't want to go a second week without doing a podcast, because, like, that's how I quit. And I like you guys. I like doing this. I'm having fun. All 2 people that fucking listen to this, I can't 2 weeks, guys. 2 fucking weeks. I'm going to have to throw out that episode a lot more. I'm going to have to plug it a bit more. I thought I plugged it a good bit over the first week. Then I died, and I couldn't plug it anymore. It is what it is, you know. If I have one consistent listener every week, I'm going to keep doing this. Looking at you, Christopher, who is confirmed to be my first guest whenever we have time to get together, because we're going to do that in person. And then I'm going to guest star on his podcast as well, and it's going to be a swell time all around. Whoo, boy, I can barely fucking breathe, let alone keep doing this. If I'm really being honest, I just want to go and play the newest chapter to Being a Dick and watch the rest of Mushoku Tensei, because it's a really good fucking anime, and Being a Dick is a really good fucking game. If you don't know what it is, look it up, because I'm not going to have to sit here and explain to you that I play adult visual novels. Most of you should fucking know that. I'm a dweeb. It's fine. I've had to pause this like 20 times already to blow my nose and cough. Like, I'm not saying any of this because I want the pity listens and pity likes. I truly, like, just can't breathe right now. It's a miserable time. I envy everybody who works at home, because I got sick at work. It's going around work. I'm pretty sure it will never stop cycling, because that's how things work around here. But I need the job to like complete my sleeve of Kingdom Hearts. I'm getting my Kingdom Hearts sleeve. I think I mentioned that earlier. No, sick brain kicked in. So yeah. If anybody wants to donate money towards my sleeve, I'll create a GoFundMe or something, or an OnlyFans, and you guys can get like nude pics to donate me money for my sleeve, because that's what I want right now. I think this might truly be my midlife crisis, and I've been joking about midlife crisis ever since I've been 20, pretty much every time I change my hair or something. But like, this is actually like the one thing I'm doing that's super expensive and like altering my life. Not really altering my life, but it's like a permanent change because it's decorating my arm. I've always made the joke that my left arm's literally here for decoration, but now it is. But I feel like I was looking in the mirror today, and this is what I'm going to end with. I'm going to tell a little story about my post-shower mirror gazing, and that's how I'm going to end this podcast, the whole like 15 minutes long, if that. So I got out of the shower today, I was looking in the mirror, and I have longer hair now, and I had like a shorter beard, and I kind of looked like how I looked in high school, except a lot fatter. And I was looking at my sleeve, and I was like, God damn, I'm going back to my emo boy era, and it's kind of, I'm kind of getting hot. Like, I got the dad bod, and I'm getting the tattoo sleeve. I don't, before people accuse me of having an ego, I don't actually think I'm getting hot, but I am 100% going back to my, like, emo era, with just the way my hair and beard look, and like the sleeve. For those of you who don't know Kingdom Hearts, I'm getting like the secret ending from the first game. It's very dark and cryptic, so the sleeve is a lot of like heartless, and it's dark, and it's going to be very cryptic, and I'll explain it later, and this will be my first TikTok whenever I get the podcast TikTok going. It'll be explaining my sleeve. There you go. I don't know if I'm going to confirm that or not. But yeah, so especially with how my tattoo's shaping up with all the Heartless and like slaughtering them, and there's a moon with Heartless dripping off it. For those of you who don't know, please look up Kingdom Hearts, look up Heartless, because I don't have time to define that while I can't breathe. But yeah, it's very... I have a very emo looking thing going on, and I strictly wear like white t-shirts and hoodies now with sweatpants, so very much just going back to my emo era, and I'm okay with that. Maybe next week I'll talk about my Spotify Wrapped. I know that was like a big thing last week whenever I was sick. I can hear myself through the headphones, and I just sound disgusting. So I apologize, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I want to thank everybody who listened to this, all fucking 15 minutes of it. If you proceed to like my personality, please rate this 5 stars and help me spread it to other people. Please share my podcast, because whenever I got on and I saw 2 listens in the past 2 weeks, I got sad. And I want to be happy. Happiness is cool, especially whenever I'm sick. It would be so cool to feel better from happiness from my podcast while sick. If you want to donate to me in cause of my tattoo, I won't expect it. I'm joking, but I will also accept donations to the Real Be Schrec on Venmo and PayPal. Follow me on all social medias at the Real Be Schrec. Don't actually donate to me. I'll feel kind of... I don't know, because I will accept it, but I don't want, like, I'm kidding when I say that. I feel like I need to emphasize that I am joking. I will be fine. But yeah, follow me on all social medias at The Real B Schrec. That is at The Real BSCHREC. All social medias, if you look it up and it's not there, I don't have it. I'm looking at you, TikTok. Thanks again for listening. Please, tune in again next week, where hopefully I don't sound like a dying Psyduck from Pokemon. It would be a wonderful thing if that was the case. And I can't wait to go back and edit this and take out all my wheezing. I appreciate you all for sticking with me. And I appreciate you all for listening every week who does listen. And I appreciate everybody who shares this. And I appreciate you. hit the fucking music.
Yeah,